Hello and welcome to my channel, Talisman Tarot. In this reading I want to ask the cards and Spirit directly through channeling about what kind of content would make you go viral. And I have 7 groups here that you can choose from. This will be group number 1, this will be group number 2, this will be group number 3, this will be group number 4, this will be group number 5, this will be group number 6, and this will be group number 7. And so I will ask you to use your intuition and choose the group that speaks to you the most, the group that catches your eye, and that group will be your group. And if you need any more time to choose, you can just pause the video. But if you don't need any more time, then just head down to the description box below and find the timestamp for your particular group and click on that, and your reading should appear in front of you. And while you're down there in the description box below, make sure to check out my guide on how to book a personal reading from me. I love doing personal readings for you guys. It's always a pleasure, so please check that out. But let's focus on this reading right here. Pick your group and I'll see you in your reading. Hello, group number 1. You chose this Jolanda Tarot deck, and I'm going to start with some channeling and then I'm going to shuffle the cards for you. So I'm going to do the channeling now. So Spirit, can you answer this question for group number 1, the people who will choose group number 1? What kind of gimmick would make group number 1 go viral? Art. I'm sensing that art would make you go viral. I feel like a lot of you are very artistic, very creative. You might be able to draw or paint or animate on the computer or do graphic design or something like that. I feel like you could easily get a lot of views by just posting your talent, your artistic talent on the internet. But I feel like what would actually make you go viral would be if you posted something where you get people a unique kind of view into the world of being an artist. Like if you show people some of the downsides to being an artist, some of the upsides and downsides, like how it's very expensive to buy art supplies and also how long the process actually takes, and also maybe showing some of the frustration that you might have with your perfectionism, that you want things to be perfect and that you might trash something just because it's like there's one mistake on it, like that you might have painted a whole painting, but just because you got the nose a little bit wrong, then you just start over instead of just allowing that nose to just be ugly. Or like, you know, that there's a whole, like I feel like if you showed people like some of the struggles of being an artist, how it can be both a blessing and a curse or something like that. And yeah, and being very honest about the whole creative process, and also maybe allowing people a view into your mind when you are doing the creative process work, like the brainstorming, thinking about what you want to paint or like what you want to draw, like what goes through your mind before you start drawing, before you start painting, or like, yeah, something like that. But also maybe making some short videos about, like some funny videos about, you know, how you should be paying rent, but instead you went out and bought art supplies instead. Like, I don't know, something like that. I feel like if you did it, you would be able to do it in a comical way. I feel like the way I just described it, it sounded just a little bit corny, but I feel like if you did it right, I feel like you could actually go viral. On another note, I'm also getting something about climbing. And I don't know if some of you like to climb or like to hike mountains, like go out. Maybe you're very interested in nature and like getting into nature, like getting in and like getting closer to nature, something like that. I don't know. Or just climbing, and I'm just getting something about climbing. I don't know where this is coming from. It's very different from the artistic thing, but what's the gimmick? What could make you go viral if you made a video about climbing? What could be the gimmick here? Dangerous climbing. Okay, so yeah, I wouldn't recommend this, but I feel like some of you could also go viral if you climbed a mountain and it was dangerous and you live streamed the climb, and yeah, that could, but I wouldn't recommend it because that sounds dangerous. But yeah, I didn't specify when I asked this question. I didn't specify that it should be, only safe options. So yeah, I guess Spirit is also throwing some less safe options into the pot here. So that's okay, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, people like dangerous stuff. People like to watch people do dangerous stuff. So I'm also getting something about trying different things, like try guys, or I feel like there are other YouTube channels as well where people try out things that they haven't done before, and then videotape it and then put it on the internet. And I think that could also be something that could make you go viral, especially if you tried something that was, again, a little bit dangerous. But also just normal things, like not necessarily dangerous things, but also just, things like, eating very hot chilies, or like, and I wouldn't, like, I feel like this is like a third option. Like the first one I felt like was a very, like, maybe the safest option would be to go into the artistic expression, the creative content about your art and your talent within the arts. I think that would be a safe option that could definitely make you go viral. But and the climbing, I feel like that's more for a specific group of you who are already into climbing. If you have been climbing since you were a child or a teenager, then that would probably be a good option for you to kind of do that. And I feel like there's also, like, with the climbing stuff, I'm going to go back to the climbing because I felt like I'm going to shuffle the cards soon, but like I felt with the climbing, it could, like, there could be something about climbing for a cause. like some, I don't know if this exists, like there might be some kind of event where you could participate in a climb with other people, where you climb a mountain together for a charity or something. And I feel like that, like if you participated in that, I think you could possibly go viral because of that event. Like maybe you could even go on TV, because there will probably be news coverage of it, like it could go on the news or some, like because of it being for charity, and people like to, you know, like to both write and write about something like that. Like you could even like get in touch with a journalist who wants to write an article about it and go viral in that sense, even though it's not really the viral type that you were maybe looking for, but it would still get you maybe heard and get your name out there for some people to read the article about you, like or about the cause where you will say something about it or something like that. But I feel like it's mostly for those of you who are already very into climbing. If you don't really like climbing, or if you have a fear of heights, then that's probably not a good idea. So then it's one of the other three options for you, other two options for you, that maybe there will be a third option if I start shuffling. So I will start shuffling. It's not an if, but you know. But yeah, with the try guys option, like I feel like that's also a very solid option, but I feel like that would maybe be for those of you where you're not really into the artistic stuff. Like if you maybe don't have a talent for artistic expression, even though I feel like many of you do, or most of you do. But if you don't, then there's a solid option in trying out things. Like, and there's a lot of channels that where people have a lot of a lot of subscribers because of it. So yeah. Yeah, it could be something like trying out different foods, also trying out different sports, trying out different hobbies, trying out different activities. With the Nine of Cups here, I feel like well, going viral is of course about luck. Either you like get the, you know, the shooting star, like it's kind of like a shooting star kind of luck, like it's but I feel like you could push that luck. You could be the lucky one who could get viral, and I feel like you would, because this is about what would make you go viral. And of course it is about luck, but it's also about personality. And I think people would be drawn to you because of your personality. So I think it wouldn't really matter that much what you would be doing, even though I think, yeah, it does matter what you do, but I think people would watch anything if it's somebody they like who's doing it. Like So I feel like you have a lot of good qualities and a lot of talents also that you could use that but I also think some of the manifestation work also it seems to be required, like that. I think wishing for success in this is crucial for the success of this, like that it I think it kind of depends on like how much you wish for it. I think there's no shame in wishing upon a star and being and getting into manifestation work and maybe also like doing some of the manifestation stuff, like acting like it's like you already own it, like act like you already have it, like wake up every day and act like you have the success that you want or have the fame that you want, or like I don't know if it actually works. I haven't tried it, but I have read about it that some people have had a lot of luck with it and had good experiences with it. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. I wouldn't be like doing it publicly though. Like I feel like it's something that it needs to be done within you. Like something. It's more like a feeling that attracts, like an energy that attracts a certain vibration of energy or certain frequency of energy, and you can do it silently. Like I feel like some people misunderstand it and think they have to tell everybody that they are famous or tell everybody that, and I don't think you would do that, but I think the whole thing about like about faking it till you make it, I don't think that's very charming. I feel like be humble on the outside. Don't act like you're better than anybody else. Don't like try to give off a very humble energy, but try to convince yourself that you're the shit on the inside, like that you're already successful. Like say that to yourself, like every time you go to bed or something. I don't know. And maybe write down like what you want, like what you wish for, like what you wish your life would be like 5 years from now or something like that. Like write a little story about it and save it somewhere safe, you know, like on your computer in like a hidden kind of you know, something where you have to use a password in order to get into it. I don't know. Like try to, not that it would, I don't know why you would have to keep it so secret though, because I don't think it would be that bad if somebody found it, but I just feel like maybe it would be better for you if you felt like this is something that you have secretly hidden away, something that's only for you. Something that's your dream. Like I feel like the whole idea of what's it called, like a dream billboard thing. It's not a billboard. That's a different thing. Like the whole some people have that kind of what's it called? Like on the wall where they put some pictures of what they want on the wall, like you know, like a board, like a dream board, I guess. And I find that idea to be nice. I like that, but I find it a little bit out in the open. Like, I would never do that because I would be too afraid of people seeing it, and I probably would have very different dreams up on it if I knew that everybody could see it. Like, then I wouldn't be actually putting things up there that I actually want, like, secretly. Because, but I think if you did something like that, just in a secret version, then I think you would actually have a more honest kind of dream board. So I don't know. But I'm going to shuffle. So, okay, so 6 of Cups is here too. Well, doing something nostalgic as well, like creating content about something from the 90s, or like something that you remember from your childhood or something like that. It could get a lot of a lot of views just because of the nostalgia, like that people get from watching it. Like that people love nostalgia. People love things from their childhood. So posting something about old shows that you used to watch when you were younger, or like toys, like toys from your childhood or something like that. I don't know. Or just songs from your childhood, or the kind of clothing style that people used to wear in the 90s or something like that. And of course that's coming back, and so I don't know if it's necessarily coming back still, because it was coming back for like 3 years. Like, it's been coming back for like 4 years, and I guess it's kind of getting out again. I don't know if it's staying, because I've seen a lot of the whole 90s kind of outfits that people wear, and from the early 2000s, like stuff from that time era. You could maybe do some content about that. So yeah. And people love nostalgia, and people also love hating on some of the things that we used to wear in the early 2000s, and also maybe the music that we used to listen to, and stuff like that. Is like, I guess that would also be funny content. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more about what kind of content would make you go viral. Okay, with the Lovers here, there's a chessboard on the ground, and if I remember correctly, I think it's an Illuminati symbol. Or that's, I guess, I don't really know, because it's just something I read in one of the comments underneath, like a Kardashian's ad for, I guess it was Kourtney Kardashian's ad for her like vitamin brand or something, like that. There was a chessboard, and some people were like raging over it being an Illuminati symbol, or that it was like Freemasonry or something like that. And that's not the first time that the Kardashians have been bashed for that. There's also the thing about like the one eye thing, that all the pictures that they have is usually where one eye is closed and the other is open, and that should be some kind of Illuminati symbol as well. I don't know, like it's just something I read in the comments because I like reading all the comments. But like, I guess like if they do it purposely, there's probably a reason behind it. Like that somehow it might work in getting them to go viral. I don't know. Of course, I wouldn't know, but it might be like, it might be okay to give it a shot, especially if you do art. Like if you paint or draw or do like something like that, then doing a painting where you add a chessboard or add a person who has one eye open and one eye closed, I guess you could try it to see if there's something to it, if it would help the painting to go to get more viewers, or like that. I don't know if it works. I wouldn't know, but it could get some engagement, especially if people think it's like if people think it's done on purpose, then people will be like commenting that, oh, this was done on purpose, it's Illuminati, and then you will get a lot more comments, and then that would maybe get you to go viral. But I don't know if it would actually. I feel like people wouldn't really notice if you just did it like very subtly. Then I don't think people would notice, and then you could just see if it actually works to add some of these Illuminati symbols. I don't know if it would, but yeah. So I'm going to shuffle some of these archetype cards as well, just to see if, like, yeah, a little bit more, but what kind of content would make you go viral. So there's the hedonist, and this is someone who's eating some food, and it kind of makes me think of like the whole idea of like trying out different types of food, maybe also nostalgic food, just to keep like all the things, all the different themes together, like blending it together somehow. Like if you did some tried out different foods from the past, something that seems nostalgic to many people, something or ate different foods from different countries and rated them, like rating different types of chocolate from different countries or something like that. I don't know. I know that a lot of you probably feel like this is not something you would ever do, but this reading is about what would make you go viral, and it's not what's it like. If it's suggestive. It's not saying that this is going to make you go viral. It would if you tried it. If you did one of these things, I feel like there is a good chance that you could go viral. But I'm saying that this is not something you have to do. And so if some of you are going to be like, oh, that's not something I would ever want to do, then fine, then don't go viral. Like, you don't have to. Like, you can also just be very happy with the life that you live. And of course, there's also a lot of problems with going viral, and I wouldn't actually I don't think it's for everyone. And so if what I've been saying in this reading doesn't really feel like anything you would want to do, then don't. It's simple. So, but yeah. But the hedonist, it says, inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. And there could also be something about body positivity, going into like making videos about body positivity and you know, accepting the way that you look, that, and also maybe doing some videos or some images where you don't use a filter and like and stuff like that, like showing the true side, the honest side of social media, trying to show people that, you know, that it's that you don't have to, you know, filter your images and Photoshop your images in order to be accepted, and like or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, body positivity. I'm also getting that. So with a child magical, it says, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. It's also, it says magical, so I'm also sensing that you could do something about like with magic, making content about magic. And like using magic. But also like with the belief that everything is possible, I feel like also you could make yourself go viral by maybe also believing in it, having confidence in yourself, using manifestation, using the law of attraction, making your intentions clear, doing all your affirmations and stuff like that. And also it says sacred beauty in all things, and I feel like, yeah, I'm going back to the body positivity as well. I think that is definitely something that can get a lot of views, like objectively speaking, I don't really know, but I feel like that's a lot of what is like flushing out my my social media, like the recommendations. I somehow get a lot of recommended videos and photos on Instagram of people who are body positive, and so I feel like there's a big audience for it, and there's I guess it's something that gets pushed through on social media, or maybe Instagram just thinks that that's something I'm into, and that probably also right. Like, but yeah, I think it's something that you could easily break through on. Like that's yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. Art, and maybe some Illuminati art if you want to, but mostly art that has to do with like going behind the scenes a little bit, showing people the rough side of being an artist, and maybe also making some funny videos about the life of an artist. Something like that could, like, I'm just summing it up right now. So and then there's the climbing videos, like something about climbing, live streaming, hiking and climbing outside. Maybe also inside, like indoor climbing could also be something here. And then trying out things like Try Guys sort of thing. And then like the magic, maybe content about magic and using spells and stuff like that could also be something you could go viral with. And then like body positivity could, yeah, and possibly you could do all these things if you wanted to. Like a lot of channels, and you know, a lot of channels do a lot of different things on their channel. Like yeah, but most likely you will do like one of these things, I guess. But yeah, or none of these things if you don't feel like these are good options, and yeah, that's okay as well. So yeah, that's all I have for you, group number 1. I hope this reading was helpful, and have a great day, and bye. Hello, group number 2. You chose the Alcohol Tarot deck, and I'm gonna start with some channeling, and then I'm gonna shuffle the cards for you. So I'm gonna do the channeling now. So Spirit, can you answer this question for group number 2, the people who will choose group number 2? What kind of content would make group number 2 go viral on social media or on the internet? I feel like if you made a video about something where you speak very honestly about something, I'm kind of getting like an image in my head of you just making a video where it's just you're just alone and like just talking about something that is on your mind, something that will resonate with a lot of people, or something that would resonate with a lot of people if you decide to do this. It's something like, could be something about like talking about loneliness, like being lonely, feeling lonely, feeling like you don't belong, or feeling like talking about how you don't like something about talking about how you don't like being around people because you never feel like people understand what you're going through, or like, and I know it sounds like this, I know it sounds very basic in a way, like, or that it sounds like something that wouldn't go viral. Like I know that, but I feel like there's just something about this, like the topic is something that people will want to watch it, like, because like I feel like it really depends on the caption, or like the thing that you, or the title of the video. Like it's gonna have to be something that people instantly can relate to and resonate with. Like something about, you know, like something like, I'm 25 and I don't have any friends, or something like, or like, or like something, I don't know, it's like like, or like I'm 25 and I'm still a virgin, or something like that, where I think a lot of people will resonate with it. Like a lot of people will want to watch it because it's something that seems like a taboo, like something where it takes a lot of guts to talk freely about this, to talk openly about this, and not be ashamed of it, if that makes sense. And I think people will instantly want to click on it because it's like, yeah, I understand how that feels, and I want to hear you talk about it too. And like I'm gonna shuffle and see what the cards have to say about this. With 8 of daggers, which is 8 of pentacles reversed, I feel like this is something where you don't actually need to make that big of an effort into this. Like, you can do this from your apartment, like, or your house, or like from your room. Like it doesn't have to be something where you have to think about, like, actually the more you don't think about your surroundings and how it looks on camera, and don't think about how you're going to look on camera, like the more you just downscale it and make it as honest and genuine as possible, just you in your room talking about something that's on your mind, the more it feels rough and real, and yeah, the more people are going to be like interested. Also, it doesn't really matter the quality of the video, like whether it's like filmed on a potato, or like it doesn't really matter, because this has, in a way, it would actually make it better in a way, because people would just feel like it's real. It's and what matters is what you say, like, and you don't have to prepare anything, because the less it feels prepared, the more it feels real. You would have to do something that doesn't seem like you've made a script. Like it shouldn't seem scripted at all. It should just be you talking about how you feel right now, like at this moment, what's on your mind, and like you could do it after a party, like going to a party and feeling like, and like if you, and you don't have to, like, I know that this is gonna seem a little bit weird to say this, but the more it seems like you haven't planned it out, the better. Like, but if it just happened that you went, that you're gonna go to a party in the future, or a wedding or something, and after you come home from that, if you feel like you feel even lonelier now, even though you've been around people the whole night, like the whole day, like, then it's gonna feel very, very current. Like it's gonna feel like that's you. So like if you feel that way in the future, like, then take your camera and record a video of you just talking about how shit you feel about after this party, after this wedding or whatever, and try to capture those feelings that you have of feeling very single, or feeling like you're living a different life than the people around you, or something like that, or that you don't fit in socially, even when you're around people that you should feel comfortable around, but somehow you feel like you don't really fit in, or that you have some friends that you used to have a lot in common with, and suddenly you don't have anything in common with them now, and something like I just like, I don't know, but if you just capture the emotions, the raw emotions, if you can cry also, maybe do that. I don't know. I don't know if that would ruin it, because it shouldn't feel forced at all. Like, it should be just you talking about your feelings while you're having the feelings. If that makes sense. I don't know if I'm getting too specific with this, because I don't know if this will necessarily be the... I guess this... Like, if you all do this, of course it's maybe gonna... like... I don't know. I feel like this would be a good idea for most of you. Like, if this, of course, modify it for your situation. Like, modify it to your to where you are in life and what your struggle is. Like, because I know that it's probably not going to resonate with all of you. Like, maybe you're not single, maybe you're in a relationship, and then you might have some other struggles that you struggle with, some other things that you could talk about that would also resonate with a lot of people, and make people feel seen, and make people feel like they completely feel like they understand what you're going through, and that they're happy that somebody can put it into words, what they're feeling. Like, with the Five of Spirits reversed, I feel like it's also about, like, first of all, don't beat yourself up. Like, if this doesn't, or don't give up hope. I mean, if this doesn't go viral right away, because it could go viral like a year after you post it. Like, it's like, sometimes the algorithm on YouTube, it just works in mysterious ways. Like, something can be posted and then it doesn't get any engagement until suddenly somehow it gets a lot of engagement all at once. Like, so don't give up hope, even if it only gets like 100 views within the first month or two. Like, but with the Five of Spirits, it's Five of Swords reversed. It seems like maybe you could talk about not being the chosen one, like not being, or like in a friend group, like not being the one, like kind of feeling like the extra, like the person who is always the one that doesn't get picked, like the one that kind of is just a spare, like that gets counted in whenever they need a third or fourth member, but never really gets picked first. If there's like, you know, like when we were like in high school or like in middle school or whatever, like whenever the teacher would tell us to like go into groups of either 3 or 4 people, like that, then it gets really obvious when you have like a friend group where there's only 3 members and you're or where there's 4 members, sorry, and you have to get into a group of three members. Then if you're always the one who needs to find another group to be in, then you know that you're the one that can be spared. Like you're the one who can who doesn't, or not, the spared is the wrong word, but the one that's extra. You're the one, like, and I felt that a lot, and I think a lot of people felt that way, and I think I would probably watch a video of someone talking about that specific thing, like about feeling like you're constantly the third wheel, even though like, or the fourth wheel or the fifth wheel or whatever, but always feeling like you're the one who can be, you know, who can be kicked out if there's a limitation to the members of the group, like or the one who doesn't get invited, even though you hang out with them every day, but when there's a party you don't get invited and there's no reason, and you don't really get, like, I think a lot of people have these memories and these might even still have these things happen to them, and I think a lot of people would want someone to talk openly about that. And also maybe talking about bullying, because bullying is not always just the one who gets openly ridiculed or the one who gets beat up. Like, it doesn't have to be that extreme. It can also just be not being picked, always being excluded, always being the one that has to like sit around while the others do something fun together because they don't count you as anything, like, or you know. But of course it takes a lot of guts to talk openly about something like this, and so of course if you're not comfortable with talking about it, then you shouldn't do it. But I feel like sometimes like the biggest risk is also gonna give you the biggest reward. But of course, I'm not going to encourage you to do something that you're not comfortable with. So I'm going to shuffle a little bit more about what kind of content you should make, or what content could make you go viral or would make you go viral. With the Ace of Pentacles, well, this is it has the imagery of Prophet's Ale, and it says export. Could also, like, if some of you are foreigners or moved away from your home country when you were young, or your parents moved you away from your home country, maybe when you were a baby or something like that. So, and maybe talking about that experience could possibly also be very create a lot of engagement, because a lot of people know what it feels like, and also would want to hear someone talk about some of the experiences that they might have in common with you, like talking about feeling like the foreign kid, like talking about feeling like the one who speaks with a funny accent, talking about how it feels to maybe get excluded because you're the foreign kid, like something like that, or being made fun of because you're the foreign kid, and maybe having friends that like to hang out with you, but only want to hang out with you because they like to make fun of your accent and like to make fun of you and fun of the things about you that you're actually self-conscious about, but they keep you as the butt of the joke. So having fake friends, having friends that only like you because they can make fun of you. And with the King of Wands, which is King of Cups, talking about also being the sensitive one, or feeling like the sensitive one, feeling like being gaslighted by the people around you, because instead of taking you seriously when you might have talked openly to your parents or teachers or some of the people that you talked to when you were a child or when you were a teenager, they might not have taken you seriously because they might have just thought you were being sensitive, or said to you that you had to just stop being sensitive and just start ignoring these people instead of actually doing anything about it. And it was and maybe talking, like making a video about bullying where you talk about how you felt like you were being gaslighted into believing that you were actually the problem, that you as the one being bullied were actually causing all the bullying, because of you just being an easy target, even though somehow these teachers could not really fathom the idea that maybe it was actually the bullies, that it was the bully that was to blame. Like that, the bully is of course to blame for their bullying. Like they're doing it. Like it's. But yeah, I think talking about something like that, feeling like you were unfairly treated by some of the people who should actually have been protecting you. And just talking about your story. I feel like bottom line here is that if you just sat in front of the camera and started recording yourself telling your story, I think people would listen. People would want to hear your story. So yeah. So yeah, I think that's all I have for you actually. Group number 2, I hope this reading was helpful, and have a great day, and bye. Hello, group number 3, you chose this Botticelli Tarot deck, and I'm going to start with some channeling, and then I'm going to shuffle the cards for you. So I'm going to do the channeling now. So Spirit, can you answer this question for group number 3, the people who will choose group number 3, what kind of content would make group number 3 go viral? Okay, so what I'm getting is that you have a lot of talents. And I think you could definitely get a lot of views if you did some videos where you did some singing, because I think you have a very good voice. And I think your voice would definitely be very impressing, and people would comment a lot of nice things. But somehow I feel like you're maybe not the type of person who would handle going viral very well. I think you're a very private person. I think you're someone who values privacy. And I don't even know why you're watching this video, because I feel like you're the type of person who might not even have like all the social media accounts. Like I think you might have Facebook or something, but I don't think you have Instagram or TikTok or anything like that. I feel like you're someone who keeps it a little bit simple. Like you don't want to get on numerous platforms. Like you like to kind of keep it a little bit, keep it a little bit safe. And I think going viral is the opposite of keeping it safe. Like so I feel like the universe would protect you from that. I think you could go viral in another world, like if things were not if things were different from how it is. Like if we were living in another dimension where you're more comfortable in the limelight, then yeah, you could go viral. But would you want to go viral? I don't think so, not in this dimension. And I think your prayers will be answered. It won't be your conscious prayers, it will be your subconscious prayers, and your subconscious prayers will try to protect you from the limelight and make sure that if you posted some videos of you singing, I think you would get the recognition that you need. I think it would be humble. Like you would maybe get out to maybe 1,000 people or something, or maybe even more, but not in the scale of viral content gets to. But I think the people that you will reach with your voice, I think these people will be so nice and say that you should that your voice is so great, and that they that they enjoy listening to you, and like, so I think you would definitely get your target audience. Like you would get the people who actually would appreciate your talent, which is a good thing, because it would actually just give you the good side of the coin, like where you actually get some very nice people who would support you in your journey, who will tell you that you made their day and that you make their day brighter every day, or like something like that, which will be so nice and so much good energy, so much positive vibes. And that's just, it's just as good. It's just on a smaller scale, but it's just as good as being, and even better. It's even better than being like famous, because with fame comes all the negative stuff, like all the haters, all the trolls, all the people saying, oh, what do everybody see in this person? Like people like that being like, oh, why do you have so many subscribers when you're like not even as good as Rihanna or something like that, even though it doesn't really matter to the people. Like, even though I think the people who would actually watch your channel, watch you sing, would actually think you sound just as good as Rihanna and even better. But then there will always be those trolls who will be like, oh, you sound nothing like Rihanna. And you see those trolls on all videos, like videos where there are like people who are like lookalikes, like people who look exactly like another celebrity, and everybody can see it. Like someone who looks exactly like Ariana Grande, like will maybe post a video where she dresses up like Ariana Grande, and then there will be like thousands of comments saying like, oh, you look nothing like Ariana Grande. What like, you need to humble yourself. Like you're not like her at all. You're just a white trash version or something like that. Even though it's like, it's very obvious to everyone that this person looks like Ariana Grande. And it's just that sometimes people just have a need to trash someone if too many people are being positive about someone. Like if someone gets too much fame, or if someone goes viral, people will always be jealous and question whether, like, why that person went viral, and it will come from a place of jealousy. Jealousy. Yeah, sorry. So in a way, I feel like maybe, like, and I feel like for you, I would even think that like doing something in real life, like something where you kind of go around like social media, like kind of try to avoid social media. Like if you just, like if you are a singer, then you can just, you know, try to like go out and get a job, like singing job. I know that it's hard to get gigs, like singing gigs, but like trying to kind of, or even getting in a band, like finding a band that might be looking for a lead singer. I know that it, like, still probably wouldn't get you to go viral, but it would maybe get you some money still, like, because even, like, there are like small bands that you have never heard of who actually make a decent living off of being like like a, what's it called, a house band, like where like and people can get a gig on a ferry or in a hotel or like something like that, where you would get to sing and you would be paid for it, and you would probably get a lot more positive feedback, because people in real life would never say the things to you that these trolls are saying online, because they can just, you know, they can hide behind like a fake profile and say a bunch of crap that isn't even true, but just a lot of crap just to, you know, to wreak havoc, like, because they like to do that. And but you would be able to get away from that if you just did it in a, yeah, if you, I feel like you should sing, because I feel like a lot of you have a really great talent, but maybe going viral with a video might even be the thing that could actually get you to stop singing. just because even though you would get like maybe like thousands upon thousands of really nice comments about your singing, but you would still get those nasty comments too that might end up like kind of breaking you, where you would feel like what if what they're saying is true, and what if all these other people who are actually being nice are actually just lying to your face, like, but even though that's not true, but is that imposter syndrome like that it's very normal to feel that way, like that what if all these people are just acting nice, but what if all these haters, these trolls, are actually the only ones being honest to you? Like, and I've felt that way sometimes on my channel, where I feel like even though I get mostly positive comments, I always end up like feeling like what if they are just all being fake, and all the nasty ones who have called me retarded and autistic, and all, what if all these are actually the right ones, and all you other people are just too nice to say it? Like, it's something that I think everybody goes through if they start like a platform start a channel on YouTube or on Instagram or like something like that. It's like you put a target on your back, and I feel like I'm also like I'm probably also being protected here. I think maybe I'm like I don't think I would handle it very well if my channel got to like a million subscribers, which it will never get to that point. I know that. And I'm actually kind of like, I'm very okay with that, because, well, if I only get to 10,000 and then it just stops, and then I'm just going to stay there for years, it's okay. That's a lot of people. Like, I think that would actually make me more comfortable in a way, like, because I know that if you get on a grander scale, you get so much more hate, and you're gonna get some. Like, I don't want all the jealousy comments, all the jealousy trolls, like, because I take all comments very personally, which is something I need to work on. But yeah. And I feel like you're the same. I feel like you're someone who would also react in kind of a similar way as I do to some of the troll comments that I have gotten on my channel. Like, and I just think, I don't think I think it's okay that you, like, it's okay if you don't go viral, and I think you are also okay with it. With a Queen of Swords, well, I think, well, this woman here, like, you can see, she's kind of miserable, like, on this card here, like, and she's very smart, though. Like, the Queen of Swords is very smart, and I feel like you are very smart, and I think you also have very good communicational skills. or communicative skills, or I think your voice is very soothing, and I think, like, if you're not interested in a singing career, I think anything where you talk about something that you're passionate about, something that you know a lot about, if you talk about, like, like if you study something, like at the university, or if you or if you're just very passionate about a hobby that you have, then I think if you talked about it, like if you made a channel just devoted to that one thing that you're very passionate about and make a lot of videos about it, I think people would want to watch it, but it would be the right people. And I think there's also a beauty in that you would reach the audience that are actually going to be interested in this, that are actually going to, and I think it's very good that you find a niche. Because if you like, or how do you say niche in, like I heard somebody else say it in English, and I realized that I've been saying it wrong for a very long time, forever actually. But so niche, NICHE, niche. I don't know if you call it niche. I don't know, niche, or I would know. I say niche. I'm gonna keep saying that because I don't remember the right pronunciation, or but it's, or pronunciation. Yeah, that's But yeah, if you found your like something that you're passionate about, that not a lot of people are passionate about, something that you can have kind of for yourself, and where you can reach your target audience very easily, because it's going to be the ones who are going to be searching on this particular topic. But it might not be a lot of people, but it will be the people who are actually interested and are actually looking for exactly the information that you are posting. Like it could be something with technology, even like how to use a certain gadget, or like something that is very, very specific, something that not a lot of people use, or like or like, yeah, something IT, or but having like that niche audience where it's people who have just bought this thing, and then they want to know how to use it, and then they go online and search for that particular brand of thing, and then they find you because you have that exact thing, and you can tell them how to use it, or something like that. I don't know, but it could also be something else. Like if you study something at the university, something that, or like one particular topic that you're really interested in, like dragons in mythology, or occultism, which is not necessarily something that is a niche, but it's something that might not be searched for that much. Yeah. With the Nine of Swords, I think well, this woman is praying, and so there could be something like if you wanted to do some videos about praying or about theology or Christianity, New Testament, Old Testament, different things in the New Testament and the Old Testament, like some themes, like maybe something that hasn't been covered that much on YouTube or on whatever platform you want to post on. Like if you go on YouTube and you find out that there aren't actually that many videos about you know, like one passage in the Bible or some character in the Bible that might have been overlooked a little bit, and then just making a video about it it could reach a lot of people who are actually studying theology and might actually be making a thesis about this particular character, and so they might be interested in hearing a different side on this or a different take on this character. And so yeah, it might not reach a big audience, but it's not supposed to either, because I feel like you could really excel at doing something where you reach exactly the people who are dying to get this information, who are going to be very thankful that you actually did a video about it, because it really makes their life easier or makes their life better by you covering this one particular very specific thing. But yeah, it won't make you go viral, because not a lot of people are that interested in that one character in the Bible. Because yeah, of course, not a lot of people will be searching for it on YouTube. Like that's just how the algorithm works. Like if you make a video about something that people don't search, then it's not going to do very well. Not at least not at first, but it's good, because it will reach the people interested, and maybe also kind of scare away some trolls, because trolls won't be searching for this, you know. So I'm going to shuffle a little bit more. There's also kind of like a Christmas tree in the background. Of course, like anything Christmas related would kind of have a good chance of going viral, especially if it's seasonal. But, well, I think it's kind of hard to get something to go viral, even if it has a Christmas theme to it. Like, I don't know if people are that keen on Christmas, especially when it comes to like videos on YouTube. I don't know. I don't think I've ever watched a video about Christmas or anything Christmas related on YouTube. So even though I'm very keen on Christmas, yeah. But if you did something Christmas related, you could even like, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves here, but if you really want to go viral, if that is your dream, which I'm sensing it's not, because I'm kind of sensing an energy of you kind of wanting to protect your privacy, and I think it's good to know your limits, or not limits, but know your boundaries. I think that's what know your own boundaries, and and where you're crossing your own boundaries, because I feel like some of you would be crossing your own boundaries if you set a goal on going viral, because I think it would take a toll on you, and I think you would maybe regret it a little bit in the future, because you're going to, I think in a way, I feel like some of you just want a simple life where you can be anonymous, where nobody knows you. And I think there's something kind of beautiful about that. But if you really wanted to, since you are a very good singer, or some of you are very good singers, you could make a Christmas song and go viral by doing that. But I don't know. But I'm just putting that out there. Like, if you want to, then maybe start writing a Christmas song. I know it's not that easy, but like, if you really wanted it to happen, I think you would. I think you have a very good. I think you have very good writing abilities. Like, I think you are also very musical, and I don't think it's just your voice that's very good. I think you're also just a very musical person, and so I think you could write a Christmas song if you wanted to. So, and then, like, yeah, post, getting it. I don't know how the process would work to kind of getting it, viral. Maybe recording it, like doing some editing on some of those apps that you can get. Like, I don't even know, or using some of those computer programs where you like make the music, and like then there's like where you can edit it and stuff like that. I don't even know I don't know how that works, but I think people have done that before. And then, like, yeah, of course, like trying out different things, and like maybe also taking a little bit of a course, like some kind of class or something online. Like, there might be some classes online on how to compose your own music using a computer program, and then like maybe signing up for that class, and then like when you feel like you're actually kind of confident in knowing how to do it, then sitting yourself down and actually maybe brainstorming some tunes and getting it, giving it a shot if you want to, like. But I'm just kind of putting it out there. I don't think you should go viral though, but just because, you should think about how you dream your future to be like. What would your best case scenario look like? Do you want like a normal life where you're just the average person, living with your family, having children, being very wholesome with your children, and having like this nice life where you can go out and nobody knows your name and all of that? I think you can also get that if you still like even if you went viral with a Christmas song, you could always do it without actually making your identity known. You could do it anonymously. You could just have what's it called, having like an artist name, and then just posting the video, or posting the or releasing the song on SoundCloud, or what's it called, the place where you can put it on, where even amateurs and people who haven't done music like professionally can put music on there. I don't know if it's SoundCloud, but it's something like that. I think you can also do that on Spotify, actually. I feel like I dated someone who had a song on Spotify, and that was someone who was so just recording from his own apartment and wasn't really a professional, but so I don't know how he did it. I didn't ask. So I know it can be done. I just don't really know how. But I guess there's probably like a lot of tutorials and guides online to how to do it. So you can just Google it. Yeah. And also, like, getting it a little bit religious is something that I feel like is a little bit lost in some of the new Christmas songs that people try out. Like, I feel like a lot of artists are, trying to make that Christmas song that's gonna make them money every year for like rest of their life, and so I feel like a lot of Christmas songs have come out in the past 10 years that have been like, none of them have been about Christianity or anything Christmassy. It's been kind of about, well, and that's okay too. Like, it's okay to make a song about love and about family and getting together, and that is also what Christmas is about. But making a song that also takes some of the Christmas themes into it, like Christianity into it, just for the heck of it. Like, I don't know, but that's all I have for you. I think I'm going to end this reading here. I hope this reading was helpful, and have a great day, and bye. Hello, group number 4. You chose this Tarot Cats tarot deck, and I'm going to start with some channeling, and then I'm going to shuffle the cards for you. So I'm going to do the channeling now. So Spirit, can you answer this question? For group number 4, the people who will choose group number 4, what kind of content would make group number 4 go viral? Okay, pets. If you have a cat or a dog, then you're sitting on a gold mine, because you should be recording that cat or that dog 24/7 in case they do something funny, because I feel like that's a moneymaker. So if you have a pet, start recording that pet, because I feel like there could be a glorious moment that you could capture on camera that could easily go viral if you posted it on the internet. So yeah, I'm actually kind of jealous because I can't have a pet because I live in an apartment where it's not allowed to have pets, but I feel like I'm losing money because I'm losing a lot of revenue. Like, I could be making big bucks here. So even though the apartment was cheap, like it kind of isn't that cheap when I'm not really making money out of the content that I could be making, because who's the idiot here who's like making tarot content when I could be making, cat content that would definitely get a lot more viewers, like, definitely. And yeah, and there's really no risk involved. Like, having an account dedicated to your pet, like, you can stay anonymous. You could just record your pet. Your pet is a star. You would never feel like you were like putting yourself on the line. Like you're not really putting like there's no risk here. Like, because you're like, you're not going to get any trolls. You're not going to get any hate comments. People are not going to criticize you because it's your pet. And there's always going to be positive engagement. Like, there's really no downside to this. So I feel like, yeah, if you have a cat or a dog, yeah, put that cat or that dog on a trampoline, make a video. That's enough. Like, that could do it. The Hanged Man. I don't think you should hang your pet, but I think that would be a little bit brutal, but that would definitely get some engagement. So that would be negative engagement, but I don't think, like, I wouldn't recommend that. But of course, like, anything could get a lot of comments and then go viral in a negative way, but I don't think you should do that. But with the Hanged Man, this is also just saying that if you start a channel or start an account, like an Instagram account for your pet, you could post like 20 funny videos, and maybe one of them gets like a lot, gets some views, but like it might take a little bit. Like, it's always hard when you start out. Like, it's always gonna be a rough start. Like, but that's how it is with everything. Like, you have to kind of, yeah, get a following, and that can take time. You would also maybe need kind of like a gimmick about your pet, like something that you do that, like, I don't know if dressing your pet up would, like, you know, those cute costumes, like where you could, like, if you have a dog, I guess this would also work if you have a cat, but like getting one of those costumes, like the Chucky costume, like, there, I saw that on the internet. So I don't know if you've seen it. You probably haven't. So yeah, I'm just going to describe it for you. Like, where the dog has like a Chucky costume on, and like there's like legs dangling in front, like where it looks like Chucky's gonna, like, oh yeah, like it's only the first, like the first two legs that are like, and then, like, I don't know how they do that. Like, I don't really remember this video, but it's like when the dog runs to you, it looks like it's Chucky from, you know, the movie Chucky movie, you know. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, cute costumes for dogs are definitely something that could go viral. Or cats, even though cats are not really that easy to get into costumes, and so it kind of feels like a violation to put a cat in a costume, whereas dogs are kind of like okay with it. Like, even like, but so if you have a dog or a pet that's not very keen on having a costume on, then maybe don't do that, like, because it should also look comfortable. Like, nobody likes to watch a dog that's uncomfortable in a costume. So, like, yeah. also videos where you catch your cat, like if you have a cat, like videos where you catch your cat like pushing things down from a shelf or something like that, could definitely get some engagement. And you can stage something like that by, you know, placing certain objects very close to the edge of a table or something, and then placing your cat on that table. Like you can kind of encourage it to happen, and then catch it on camera. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more about what kind of content would make you go viral. Of course, it wouldn't really be you who would be going viral, it would be your pet, but it's still kind of, it's still the same. Like, okay, so with the Six of Cups reversed, I feel like, okay, Knight of Cups as also. This is a cat who has accidentally got his head into the fishbowl, and now the cat is stuck in the fishbowl. It kind of could do a video like that, where like there's a fishbowl, but then the fish should be like a fish you don't really like, you know, because like I wouldn't really like that. Like I don't think that would be very good. But just like an empty fishbowl, or just any type of bowl or any type of thing that could get caught on a cat's head, like that's always something that people like to watch. I've seen videos like that where a cat accidentally gets their head stuck in something. So it's definitely something that would get some engagement. With the Six of Cups reversed, like these are two cats here. Like one of the cats is licking itself, like you know, and cleaning itself, and the other cat is kind of just, you know, chilling. I don't know. And it's kind of like this card came out reversed. So make sure that the content is funny and engaging. Don't overdo it with posting like just videos of your cat cleaning itself. Or even though, you know, like, I don't think you would do that, but you know, make it interesting, make it funny. Don't post everything. Like just like if you have a dog, like posting videos of your dog just running on the beach, that might not really get that much engagement because it's just a dog running on a beach. But if the dog did something funny or was wearing a costume or you know, was like hunting a bird, even though that's not even that funny either. Like that wouldn't really be that interesting either. But if it was hunting a bird and very bad at it, then maybe it would be interesting. But I don't know. But try to not make it too simple or too much like everybody else's dogs, what everybody else's dogs do, like what they do on the beach. Like it would maybe get a little bit too mundane, and so maybe try to capture the moments where your pet is doing something out of the ordinary. So also focus on what would you want to watch, like, because sometimes we get very like we have a lot of love for our own pet, and so we would find it interesting or like hilarious if our dog did something or our cat did something a little bit mundane, a little bit simple, like something like, I guess it's because we like our pet, we like everything they do, so we find it postable, we find it interesting enough for other people to see because we like it. We find this cute, but other people might not find it that cute because it might be too mundane. And so thinking about what would you want to watch other pets do that wasn't your own pet, like. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more about what kind of content would make you go viral. If you don't have a pet, then this is... And if you don't live in an apartment where you can't have a pet, or if you don't have allergies, then there's no excuse for not having a pet. Like, then you're just like... yeah, then yes, you should get a pet. Of course, if you don't like pets, if you don't want them around, if you feel like they are too binding, like you have to get someone to to take care of them every time you go on vacations or something like that, then I know that's a legit point. But if you actually can have a pet and want to have a pet, then you should. Like, I think that there's... yeah, and I think you could definitely go viral with that pet. So there's maybe that bonus to it. So this is, yeah. So with the Four of Pentacles reversed, well, if you feel like pets are very expensive, then remember, like, you could go viral with this pet. So the money that you spend on the pet right now could easily be earned back to you, like that you could earn it back by posting funny videos of the cat. So, yeah. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you. Group number 4. I hope this reading was helpful, and have a great day, and bye. Hello, group number 5. You chose this Cirque du Tarot tarot deck, and I'm going to start with some channeling, and then I'm going to shuffle the cards for you. So I'm going to do the channeling now. So, Spirit, can you answer this question? For group number 5, the people who will choose group number 5, what kind of content would make group number 5 go viral? Okay, I'm getting something about product reviews, like making product reviews about beauty products, hair products, skin products, makeup, like something like that, and making reviews about it, or rating products from your favorite to your least favorite. I feel like people would want to hear your opinion about different products, and I feel like it would be something that people would be searching for, and then they would find your video. Like there might be a product that is very popular, but there might not be a review about it on YouTube yet. Like you can kind of do your research before, like see if there's a product that you have been using that hasn't been reviewed on YouTube, like where there isn't a video about it. Then maybe use that opportunity and make a video about it, because then there will definitely be a lot of people searching for that product to see if it's worth the money. Like I feel like a lot of people search for reviews on products on YouTube before they buy a product. So I think that is a thing that a lot of people do. And you can also see that there's a lot of views on those types of videos. So so I feel like it would, like, I feel like you would have a good shot at going viral if you did a product review video. If you want to, like, I know that maybe some of you feel like that wouldn't be something that you're interested in doing, but I feel like others of you are actually very interested in maybe beauty products or hair products. I'm going to shuffle and see what the cards have to say about what kind of content would make you go viral. With the Queen of Pentacles here, like, she's kind of looking in a mirror, and the mirror is a pentacle, and so, or it kind of looks like she's looking into a mirror. So it kind of makes me think that maybe the money is kind of in your face, like that you, like, that if you did something where you showed your face, like, or did something about like a before and after with your face, like if you have tried some kind of yeah, like a product review of some kind of cream, like maybe some acne cream or something like that, where maybe you could show like a before and after, before you started using it and after you started using it, or something like that. Or like of course it was just an example. I know that probably most of you have very good skin, so that is also just a very good starter. Like, but I feel like if you don't have good skin, then you will reach a very, very big audience that also has, you know, maybe, like, I feel like a lot of people with skin issues would rather want to see someone who has skin issues than they would want to see someone who doesn't have the same skin issues as they have. I think a lot of people choose the people who have the same textured skin or the same skin that they have. So I think if you are very interested in doing makeup, or like if you have had a dream about making a channel about makeup or beauty or something like that, but might feel like you don't want to, maybe because you feel like you don't have the perfect skin or something like that, then that shouldn't stop you at all, because I think that would even make it more plausible for you to go viral, because I think a lot of people would be more interested in watching someone with the same skin as they have. So with the Two of Wands here, this is someone who's like this is on another note. Like, let's just move on to something different, because yeah, now I've covered that, because I feel like you could definitely go viral with a beauty, makeup, hair channel or something like that. But for those of you who are not interested in that, there could be something about, like, you know, the people who go to the beach and like and arrange stones, like put stones on top of each other and balance them on top of each other, and make art out of it and stuff like that. That could also be something you could do and post it. It's very wholesome. And it kind of might go hand in hand with your, like, if you're a little bit more, you know, focused on like meditation and like and stuff like that, you could maybe like make like a meditation channel where the stone balancing stuff could also be a part of that. I think I saw somebody who was arranging stones on top of each other, who also made a lot of content about taking like cold baths, like or you know, like winter bathing, you know, going out in winter and like hopping into the ocean in winter time. I never really understood that, but I guess it's good for the whatever, you know, health, I guess. But there's also you could also do content about like bathing in winter, like out in going out in the ocean at, or like, you know, what's it called? Like, it's not bathing, is it? Is that the word, like, that people use, like winter bathing? Or is that a direct translation from Danish? Which I'm not really sure, but you get the drill, you know. I think you know what I mean. It just sounds a little bit weird when I say it. So yeah, but whatever. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more about what kind of content could make you go viral. I feel like winter bathing, you know, I feel like that could be like a double meaning to the whole question, like, because that kind of content would definitely make you go viral, maybe, or like, you know, in both ways of the, whatever. never mind. So with a Page of Pentacles, reversed. Well, this is someone doing makeup in front of a mirror, and it's coming out reversed. So I don't know if maybe makeup is less likely to get you to go viral than maybe some of the other things I mentioned in the beginning, like product reviews about beauty and skincare, hair care, like something where maybe even natural skincare, like, or you know, natural hair care, like good shampoos that are like natural shampoos or something like that, where it's made of natural ingredients or something. You could even make like a video about how to make your own shampoo or your own no poo or whatever they call it. I don't think it's no poo. The shampoo without without the without the shampoo part. Could be no poo, even though I don't think so. Is it? Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna shuffle a little bit more. I'm actually not going to shuffle any of these cards. I felt like there wasn't anything coming through. So I'm going to move on to these archetype cards just to get a little bit more information on what kind of content would make you go viral. Virgin. So, it could be something about going back to like the virgin state, like the virgin state of something, like not necessarily about virginity, but like getting your skin back to normal after something, or getting your hair back to its original form or something like that. Like if you have been coloring your hair for a long time, then maybe if you did some content about how to get your hair to a healthy state after coloring it or after using heating appliances on it or something like that. Could also be about virginity, but like if you are a virgin, then cashing on that, I don't know, by maybe making content about your thoughts on virginity or something where you share about your experience. But also something about getting back to something more natural. It could also be about the shampoo thing, where, of course, most of us have kind of ruined our hair with shampoo, and getting the hair back to its natural state, like how it was before overusing shampoo on it and kind of breaking it down. Could be, it could, like, I feel like content about not using shampoo, I think it is kind of I feel like there is a market for it. I feel like I've seen something about it before. I feel like there was some, like, I saw a video about someone who didn't use shampoo and was also like very into medieval stuff, and kind of showed ways on how how people in medieval times used to powder their hair or something like that. And I found it very interesting, and I watched the video, of course, so there must be something in it that people find interesting, and it must have went viral if it ended up in my recommendations, you know? I'm going to shuffle one more card about what kind of content would make you go viral. The father card, I don't know if you are a father, but, well, if you are, then you wouldn't be a virgin, but the light attributes say that, like, the light attributes are talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. So it's not really about fatherhood. It's more like, yeah, a talent for creating and supporting life. That, well, I guess that could, like, if you used your talent for creating and supporting life. It's kind of giving me like pro-life sort of thing. Yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily what I would have imagined for you. I don't know if I would necessarily recommend going into like politics of that. But of course, it could get you viral if you spoke up about your political opinions about maybe abortion, even though I kind of feel like it's a slippery slope. It's a little bit of a minefield. Like, of course, it could get you viral, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it would get you viral in a positive way. Like, it could be one of those things that split people into two groups, where some people would be for it and some people would be against it, and that, of course, but yeah, of course, I asked about what would make you go viral, and so this is this is something that could, but of course it's like I didn't specify that it should be something that that's unpolitical and like, you know, so of course it could, like, there's nothing wrong with being political and talking about politics. Of course that's okay. It's just that I feel like the topic is a little bit, it's a little bit risky, you know, because I don't really know what you could do with it that could actually be beneficial for the, yeah, well, of course, maybe you, yeah, well, I'm just putting it out there. Then you can do with it whatever you want. Like, you can, it's just a suggestion, like, or not a suggestion, it's just, you know, something that you could do that would make you go viral, but you can also decide not to do this, like, then, so, yeah. So, yeah. But I think that's all I have for you, group number 5. I hope this reading was helpful, and have a great day, and bye. Hello, group number 6. You chose the Cook's Tarot, and I'm going to start with some channeling, and then I'm going to shuffle the cards for you. So I'm going to do the channeling now. So Spirit, can you answer this question for group number 6, the people who will choose group number 6? What kind of content would make group number 6 go viral? Okay, I'm sensing that the type of content that would make you go viral is cooking content or baking content, like recipes, vegan recipes, gluten-free recipes, lactose-free recipes, something like that. I feel like if you did something that is a little bit specific, like targeting a specific audience, I think that would maybe make it easier for you to go viral, like doing vegan cooking, because I think there is a big audience for that. And also, like, making it aesthetically pleasing, like make it look good. I'm also getting something about like making like high protein or something, like, I don't know, or high protein with like low carbs or something, I don't know. I feel like it would be good if you had like a target audience, like some people who are searching for videos like that, people who are on a specific diet or something like that. I feel like if you decided to make content on a YouTube channel, like a cooking channel or something like that, I feel like maybe it's not a good idea to do all these things at once, like do gluten-free recipes and vegan recipes and lactose-free recipes, and then also do normal recipes. It might make some people feel like they only follow you for one of these types of recipes, and it might make them frustrated if you post something that isn't a part of their, you know, religion. Like vegan people might get angry at you if you make vegan recipes and then roast a chicken. Like, so if maybe it's a good idea to kind of keep it separated. Like, you could do as many YouTube channels as you want. Like, even though, of course, when it might get into I don't even know how that would work, but yeah, I guess you could do different channels for each type of cooking, for each diet that you're cooking for or baking for. Like you can make a vegan channel and then make a channel that is targeting another audience. But of course, they would, like the vegan people would still maybe come across some of the videos that you do for the other channels, so they would maybe still feel like you would only have that you can only do one or of those things, or that they will feel like you're a phony for doing both vegan recipes and non-vegan recipes. I don't know if there's like a vegan police out there that's monitoring people's YouTube channels. I don't think so. I don't think people are that strict about whether someone is vegan or not, or fully vegan, or if someone is just posting recipes for vegans without being a vegan. If that's a problem, I don't know if it is. I don't think so. I don't think people are nitpicking that much. I don't know. But I feel like, yeah, recipes. Posting recipes could definitely make you go viral. Maybe also doing easy recipes, like, 5-minute recipes or something like that. I feel like I saw a channel once, I don't know if it was an Instagram account, who was doing like 5-minute meals where it was like healthy 5-minute meals, and everybody lost their shit because she also decided to do like cakes and stuff that was unhealthy, and then people felt like that was like that she wasn't allowed to do that because it should be a healthy channel or something like that. And I think people are a little bit strict about that, like that they want, like that if someone has set a goal to do one thing, they don't like when someone then does something a little bit different. Maybe she just did it for variety, and maybe she just did it because she wanted to, but somehow I think people want, like, people are very egotistical, and like if they feel like they are wasting their time on something because they signed up for one thing and now they feel like they're watching something that they didn't sign up for, like it might, I don't know, yeah, but so try to, like, if you want to go viral, maybe this doesn't really matter, but I feel like it might matter in gathering a following. If you want to gather a bigger following, it might be good to keep on theme. Like if you do recipes, do one specific type of recipes, like for one specific diet, so that the people who will be following you are the people who follow this specific diet, and then you have followers that will keep following you forever, because they, like, especially if it's like lactose free or like gluten free, because people who have these allergies will not just magically get rid of them, so they will keep wanting recipes. And so it's maybe, or I know that some people grow out of their allergies, I know that, but most people don't. So, and possibly I feel like it's different with gluten. I feel like if you have celiac disease, you kind of have that for life. But I don't know, though. But with the Six of Swords reversed, well, like something that you can, like something you can do from your house, like something where you won't have to go somewhere to do content or to make content, like that you can do it from the sanctity of your own home. And I feel like you can do cooking or baking videos from your own home, and I think that might be, yeah, but also kind of showing the chaos of like cooking and baking. Like usually when you watch cooking and baking videos, it's always completely clean. Like it's like nobody is actually cooking. Like it's like, yeah, it's like if you did videos where you show people the mess, like that could maybe be interesting. Of course, it wouldn't be aesthetically pleasing, but it would be aesthetically pleasing when you get to the final shot where you actually show people what you created. But I think it might be a good gimmick to kind of show people the mess, the chaos, how the kitchen looks when you're actually cooking and baking. Like I'm going to shuffle a little bit more about what kind of content would make you go viral. I feel like also cleaning videos, even though it might be a little bit, I don't know if that would reach that big of an audience. I don't think I would want to watch a video of someone cleaning. But I guess there are a lot of people who would be interested in that. I don't know though. But organizing, I know that's a thing. Like organizing things into different like containers, like going, like having those, you know, those, what's it called? Like those plastic containers, or you know, where you put like different things into each, and then you like organize your fridge by like putting everything into a box, and then put a label on it, and then like that box is for, you know, cheese, and then you put cheese in it, and people really like that for whatever reason. But yeah. With a Hanged Man reversed, I guess just starting sooner than later. Like I think you have a better chance of getting viral or going viral if you do it now. Like if you start making content now. Like I think maybe you're the type of person who are a little bit afraid of taking that first step, and I think you would need to actually make content in order to go viral. So I think in a way, I think you are your own worst enemy in this. I think sometimes you feel like I feel like you're maybe just a little bit uncertain whether people would actually want to watch it, or like that. Maybe you lack the motivation to do it, or maybe you feel like it wouldn't really pay off or something like that. Or that you're afraid of putting your name to something, like, or putting your face to something where you're maybe afraid that if it fails, then it's gonna feel like you failed, and that people will know that it didn't work out as you hoped it would, or something like that. But I think you need to get past that and kind of find a way to like shush down that voice that tells you that you're not good enough, because you are definitely good enough. Like, so with the Six of Pentacles, this is some people who are like picking apples and also picking eggs from a nest and stuff like that. I feel like if you also did some videos where it's all about like clean eating, like, or maybe show people the whole process, or something about like doing some wholesome content where you're out picking apples in a garden. Doesn't have to be your garden, it's just all about, you know, making it seem like it. You know, most of the internet is staged anyway, so you don't really have to make it real. Like, yeah, you could just go to your neighbor's garden and ask them if you could pick an apple, and then yeah, make a video where you pick apples, and like, you know, I don't know, I think there's a lot of like the cottage couture kind of thing where like you could also do the whole grandmother couture, like wearing clothes that your grandmother would have worn, and then like walking around in the garden picking apples, and like doing, and then like, yeah, and then also doing the recipes, like, and maybe doing old school recipes too, like or some recipes that your grandmother did, like sharing some of your grandmother's recipes, or like pretending to like, I guess that could be a good gimmick, like make a recipe, and if you really like the recipe that you made, then just tell people that it was your grandmother's recipe, and then people might like it because of that, because they find it wholesome and like it more because a grandmother made it, and then it must be good, or something like that. With the Three of Cups, well, doing some content with other people too could be a good way to get viral. Like if you know some people that also do food content or something like that, you might not have to know that person that much, but if it's just someone that you went to school with, or like, it might not be super awkward to ask them if they want to collaborate or something. I know that's maybe specific for some of you, but I'm going to throw it out there anyways, because I feel like some of you actually know someone who kind of has an okay following, someone who makes food content, or was in a baking competition, might do baking, like bake-offs, something, I don't know. Yeah. But that might be your golden ticket. Like if you know somebody in that industry, that would definitely make your chances of going viral substantially bigger. But of course, if you don't, then still there is a very good chance of going viral if you just do content that's like specific for a specific diet, so that people will search for it. It shouldn't be like a too specific diet. Like it should be something like the vegan diet, gluten-free, like low carb or something, because like if it's something a little bit too wacky, like then it might not get a lot of searches and like might not get might not reach that big of an audience. So but I know that when I signed up for TikTok, then like I didn't check any of those categories that you could, like at the beginning when you sign in to TikTok, they ask you what you're interested in, and like then you have to say if you're interested in dancing or cooking or whatever, and I just skipped that part because I didn't care, and the first recommendations I got without giving TikTok any information about me at all was actually vegan recipes. So it must be a thing. Like it must be something that a lot of people watch. If that was my recommendations without giving them anything, like then they must have given me the most general stuff, like, or maybe assumed that because I'm a woman and kind of in a certain age group that I probably want vegan cooking. I don't know, but I think it must be kind of like it must be rather popular. So with the Ace of Wands reversed, well, this is someone who is baking something in an oven, and she's like lighting a match, lighting a match, and so like I'm kind of focused on the oven here, and it's reversed, so I'm kind of getting something about no bake, like recipes that don't need to be baked, like baking recipes that don't need to go into the oven or something like that. Yeah. But I think that's all I have for you. Group number 6. I hope this reading was somewhat helpful, and have a great day, and bye. Hello, group number 7. You chose the Herbal Tarot, and I'm going to start with some channeling, and then I'm going to shuffle the cards for you. So I'm going to do the channeling now. So Spirit, can you answer this question for group number 7, the people who will choose group number 7? what kind of content would make group number 7 go viral? I feel like if you did something motivational, like motivational speaking, like making videos about like how to turn your life around, how to change your mindset, how to become more active, or how to trick your mind into doing more or being more productive or something like that. Or also like something something inspirational, like inspirational videos where you say something inspirational. I know that for some of you, you might feel like this is not something you're ever gonna do, but I'm just answering the question. Like this is just what would make you viral if you gave it a shot. And you don't have to give it a shot, because you can also just not do that. Like you have free will. You don't have to do this. It's just all brainstorm. Like I'm just brainstorming stuff that would make you go viral if you tried it. And that's one of them: inspirational, motivational speaking. Also something about like speaking about manifestation, how to make manifestations work for you, how to make the law of attraction work for you, how to attract something into your life, how to attract money into your life, how to make your manifestations come true, or like easy ways to like speed up your manifestations, or like some steps, like a 10-step guide on how to make your manifestations manifest, I guess. Something about being the best version of yourself and stuff like that. Like making short videos, like half a minute videos where you just say something inspirational, and then just post it on TikTok, and then like say something that like, and then make a lot of them, like make a lot of just videos where you try to change people's minds with a few words, like, because of course people have a short attention span these days, so you have to kind of capture them in like in very few words, because else they're gonna get bored. You could also do something about zodiac signs, like making short videos about zodiac signs, like taking every zodiac sign and like talking about how each zodiac sign would react to something, or like, you know, making a video where where you clip a lot of different clips together in the video, and then like take a lot of different movie characters or something like that, and then put like a zodiac sign onto each movie character or each, you know, and like, I don't know, something like that. Or different singers, like, or something, or talking about different zodiac signs in terms of pop, like in some way, like blending pop culture into zodiac signs. I don't know. And also maybe giving like a small description on like people who have a very specific, like, you know, sun in Aries and moon in Gemini, like, or something like that, where you take each combination and say a few words about how they are as a person, how, like, yeah, or something like that. Also, since this is the Herbal Tarot, I'm also getting something about plants, like posting about plants or keeping different types of plants alive. If you are into plants, you know, or using different plants as remedies to some illnesses or skin disorders or something like that. With the Seven of Pentacles, well, I feel like you could do a lot of different things. I feel like you could do a lot of different types of content, and of course they wouldn't all go viral, but I feel like maybe betting on many different horses would maybe be good, you know, because sometimes it's hard to tell which thing is going to be the one that will go viral. And of course that's the question here, but I just feel like maybe when you start doing content, like if you start doing content, because I feel like also with the Seven of Pentacles that I'm kind of sensing that you're maybe the type of person who wants to go viral, but maybe don't really want to. Like maybe consciously you want to, but subconsciously you might not. Like it might be like, I feel like most of you don't actually want to. Like, I feel like you want to live a life where you can be very anonymous or private, like that. I think you value your privacy to the point where I feel like going viral would stress you out. And I think in a way, I think you would feel better living a simpler life. I don't know. Of course, going viral doesn't mean that you're going to get famous. Of course, you could go viral with one video and then that's it. But still, it's. I feel like there's just a part of you that's keeping you back, like holding you back from doing this. And I think you should maybe listen to that, because I think it's kind of protecting you from taking that step in that direction, because yeah, because I'm sensing that you're probably gonna wait around, like see if maybe there's gonna be a good time to start doing this, and then when you get some free time, you're gonna be like, nah, you would rather spend that time on something else, and then I think you're just gonna postpone it and procrastinate it in to the point where maybe you're just gonna let it go and be like, well, be content with where you are and the life that you're living right now. And I think there's a lot of stress related to exposure, like being exposed to the world. Like it seems it is a little bit like crossing your own boundaries a little bit by putting yourself in a position where you're possibly gonna get a lot of good publicity, maybe also some bad, in like, because there's like not bad publicity, but there's like you could always get some trolls and some haters on your channel, like, or like if you made a video, made a YouTube channel or a TikTok channel or something like that, then like there's always going to be a lot of very nice people who are going to who are going to be like cheering you up and hyping you up, but then there will always be like some bad seeds who are going to be like saying something. And especially if you go into motivational speaking, like people who do that on TikTok, they get like 50-50, like 50-50 good, 50-50 bad in the comments. Like there's always somebody who's like, how is this gonna, like, that, what are you doing? Like, why are you saying these things? Like, what's the point in this? Like, this is something that everybody knows already. Like, or something like that. But there, yeah, but so I feel like you could go viral easily if you tried something like I mentioned before, but I feel like you should also ask yourself whether you want to, like whether it's something that you need in your life, or if you're actually maybe satisfied with the life that you're living, or the situation that you are in and the career that you have, that maybe you're okay like with what you have. Like, so with the King of Pentacles, I'm like this, on another note, like this is completely different from, because of course if you still want to go viral, then I'm still going to be brainstorming things that could make you go viral. And one of those things could be refurbishing, like taking old furniture and giving them new life. I guess also like something like designing, or taking antiquities and yeah, and designing with antiquities, and like and yeah, or decorating with antiquities. Also maybe vintage clothing. And also like decorating houses or your own house, like going through your own house, like going through, like, yeah, decorating your house and then showing people around in it, like or your apartment or your room. Like if you're living in a dorm room or something like that, you could still make a video about decorating your dorm room. With a magician here, like I feel like there is something about magic too, like doing videos about magic or spells or spiritual things like chakras, chakra healing, Reiki healing, using different herbs to heal, or using different crystals to heal, and maybe making like short videos about what different crystals do for you, like or how to use different crystals. And maybe also doing tarot. And if you do a tarot channel, then like nobody says that you can't do a lot of these other things too. Like you could have a tarot channel and then make reels about like short video, shorts. Like you can do YouTube shorts about, you know, motivational speaking, like law of attraction, manifestations, and magic, spells, and different herbs, and using different herbs as remedies, and crystals, using different crystals for maybe also for tarot readings and stuff like that. So you could definitely do all of, like, but because of course it's a little bit hard getting a tarot reading to go viral, mostly because of the long form video, even though I know that there are definitely, you know, the big tarot readers who have videos that go, I guess you could call that viral. So yeah, but yeah, I know, yeah, it's crazy, some of those readings that get like over 1 million views, like, but yeah, good for them. But I think the key, like if you are a tarot channel, if you have a tarot channel, I don't think you are one, but if you have a tarot channel, then and maybe if you feel like your videos aren't really popping, like if you feel like you're kind of being forced to be like down in the small numbers, then definitely doing shorts, YouTube shorts about a spiritual topic, like or about law of attraction or manifestation or any of those things that I just mentioned, crystals, herbs, magic, spells, could definitely get you on the map, because a lot of people just watch the shorts instead of watching the long videos, and so it could make people find your channel easier if you had shorts. So but I feel like, yeah, still for some of you, like if you're frustrated that your number of subscribers aren't that high, and you might feel like you deserve more numbers, It might be the universe trying to protect you from something that would maybe break you. Like that maybe there is a reason why your videos are reaching a smaller audience. It might be because if you got to too high numbers, it might get stressing. It might get unsettling. It might get to a point where you feel like it's a little bit too much, or it can burn you out where you feel like you can't keep up with it. Like especially if you do personal readings for people, then maybe if you got to higher numbers, then maybe you wouldn't have time to finish all the personal readings that get booked with you, and then you would have to turn people down, and maybe it would, maybe it would just stress you out, and maybe it's actually a blessing in disguise that you have the number of subscribers that you have. So and maybe it could even make you more money, like, because the longer you can keep doing personal readings for people without having to tell people that they can only book a reading with you like 3 months from now or something like that just would make a lot of people like scared away from it. Like they would shy away from it because of the long waiting time, and maybe you would lose customers if you got to too high numbers. So maybe it would actually be more beneficial financially to have smaller numbers, like a smaller following that you could actually accommodate, where you can accommodate everybody's needs without having to pick and choose, without having to turn people down who could actually be paying you money. Like so I don't know. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you, group number 7. I hope this reading was helpful, and have a great day, and bye.